Welcome to Conversations with Creatives. On today's episode, our question is from Solomon Jr. Let's hear what he has for us.
So, Mr. Rodney, the number one question would be, if you had the opportunity to go back in time, what would be that one advice you'd give to your young self who is now starting to develop the love and passion for photography? That one advice you would like to give to yourself, your young self. The number two question is, what would you say is a good guideline to help one choose between a good client or a bad client, or a good work and a bad work? Is it the money involved? Is it the terms of the use of the picture, or the exposure involved? A good guideline for one to choose between a good client and a bad client.
Thank you, Solomon. Wow, the first question would be a trip down memory lane because there's so many learnings now that I have that I could impart to my younger self. I'll answer that second, and I'll do your second question first, okay? So your second question was, what's a good guideline to help choose between a good versus a bad client? Or good versus bad work? I'm thinking like assignment or gig. Is it the money, the usage terms, or exposure? The first thing I'm going to say is do not do anything for exposure. Exposure doesn't feed you. Put in the work and over time, you get the exposure. More often than not, you probably do not have the experience to back up the hype, right? A lot of people have your name in their mouths, they are bringing you work and they're getting disappointed because you're not delivering what they expected because it's hype more than substance. You don't want to be doing that. Next, we have money or usage terms. So money, usage terms. I think they are interrelated because favorable usage terms equals money, and money upfront in your hand, always a good thing. There are a few things I look out for when it comes to trying to discern whether a job is a good job. So here are my red flags. The first thing is an unclear brief or no brief at all equals grief down the line, because yourself, your client will both have assumptions on what is required, what the job entails, and it would never end well. So always make sure you have a clear written brief that you both can come to, and if you have to, as you're working, you could update it, but you need a very good, clear baseline to work off. So you know that they want A and you're delivering A. When a potential client comes to you, asking you to produce work that you do not do, don't do it. Trust me. When they come raving about work they've seen in your portfolio or your feed or whatever, definitely you know that you're starting off on a good note. I'm sure this has happened to you, but a client asking for a discount on the first job is definitely a red flag for me. Be very frank. Tell them you can discuss a discount on a future job. One, that tells them that you're serious about your work and your value. And two, it hopefully means that they're coming back, because why go to someone else and then pay full whack when if they come back to you, you have a working relationship already and you are possibly going to give them a discount. So that being said, if it's project-based work over a few days, there's more leeway to be flexible. But if it's a very straightforward, we're doing this, we're knocking it out in a day, stand your ground, your day rate is your day rate. On the next job, you can discuss the discount. Find a sweet spot that works for both of you. Never work for a client who feels that they are paying you more than you're worth. Otherwise, they might become that client from hell and will never be happy with the work that you produce. It happens, trust me. No two clients are the same. You will get a client that will pay you 500 CDs and would think that it's way too expensive. And on the other side, you get a client that will pay you 5,000 CDs and think you have given them the world, right? So there's no hard, fast rule to this. You just have to play it by ear. You have to prove your worth to them and give them the confidence that you're able to deliver what they need. Most important thing, once you have your own personal red flags, learn to say no, because there'll be times when you are not the right photographer for the job, or they are not the right clients. Worst case scenario is you guys are like just toxic together. Learn to say no. Always be polite and pass them on, if you can, to somebody you feel may be more suited for the assignment. They'll always appreciate it, and when they in turn have an excess of jobs or for whatever reason, they will also pass you work, hopefully. With experience, you'll be able to spot red flags a mile away. On to your first question, what advice would I give my younger self? Be serious about your craft. That's the one thing. The camera is only a tool, right? It captures what you see through your frame, and don't be so bogged down by the gear. Learn to see the light. Do not take everyday things for granted, and find the beauty in the mundane. It'll help train your eye. I know you said the one advice, but that's 4, because if I knew these 4 things back then, yeah, I think, yeah. Thank you for watching. Do let me know in the comments what your red flags are, what you look out for when you're discussing potential work with your clients. Do not forget, send me questions. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, and definitely see you next week. Don't touch your face, wash your hands, stay safe, more importantly, stay alive.